A trip to the other side. Everybody wants to go to heaven, but nobody knows what that is because nobody's ever been there and come back. Or have they? In this world of ours, thanks to modern technology, communication, and modern medicine, the Gallup poll did a survey in the mid-'80s to find out how many people have had what we call a near-death experience in which they've gone to the other side, seen some things, and come back. It was the only poll that was scientifically valid since that time. And if we were to extrapolate their findings to today, we would find that there are more than 15 million people in the United States alone who have had these near-death experiences. After they die, they see glimpses of the other side, and they come back and tell the rest of us what they saw. This is a lot of people. And so, here are a few examples of the powerful... Sorry, Lance, let's do that paragraph again. Here are a few examples of the wonderful and powerful words people use to describe their experience of life after death. The words of the people who have been there and have seen this. They say there is a tunnel of light that is magnetic. A quick, speedy trip to full light. Not like any light on earth, but filled with color. 1,000 words all describing love wouldn't come close to the feeling of this love. Those who have been there tell us that their entire life is relived in an instant. Every single thing they've ever done, every feeling they've ever had. And not just from their own perspective, but from the perspective of the people with whom they interacted. They tell us that in this light there is a force, a welcome, a being that is loving, peaceful, benign, beyond imagination, which is a powering love into me, knowing everything about me, and loving me completely anyway. This light is described as a wonderfully healing, nurturing, and peaceful place. And so we find that this day of judgment that we've heard about all of our lives is not a day of condemnation and punishment, but it's really an experience of absolute and extravagant love. We realize at that moment that we continue with the consequences of everything we've done in this life, all of our deeds, that all the blessings, all the joys, and all the beauties that were ours helped us to experience the depth of who we are, and that all the seemingly unjustified difficulties that came our way, as well as the poor decisions we made that were less than good, were ways in which we were able to experience who we were not. My loved one knew then, at that moment of truth, when he graduated from this life to the next, that all of life was a gift. The good and the bad were all God-given ways, so that he could discover who he was and who he was not. All of it a gift. Also, at the end of this tunnel of light, those who have been there, who have died, tell us that they always meet their dead relatives, whom they describe as well, vital, and alive. So what good news isn't this to him? He met those who loved him and went before him to a new life. They were there waiting to greet him and to help him acclimate to this new expanded life. And I also will meet him again when it is my time. He'll be there to greet me and to help me transition into this new life. People who have had these near-death experiences fear nothing, for they have discovered that there is nothing to fear. And those who have been through this after-death experience tell the rest of us what they know to be a fact, that there is no death. There is only a change in life. And so to hear them, then, is to believe in mankind's most eternal hope, a life of untold joy and happiness, exactly what we hope for as human beings and exactly the life promised us in our religions, specifically by Jesus. And so, like this one that I love, I too will walk through this shadow of death, and in that shadow I will find what he has found, life. And I will discover what he has discovered, that death is a doorway to joy.